Hi, Sharon Brennan here, Cottage Lane Stamper. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I wanted to show you this cute little gift box that you can make for your friends or family. That opens up. I have a little Velcro dot there, and inside you have a little pocket sanitizer by Bath & Body and a lip balm. So I'm going to show you how to make this. It's really easy to do, and let's get started. You're going to start out with a piece of cardstock, 2 pieces of cardstock actually, and it is going to be 9.5 by 3 inches, 3 1/4 inches, 3 inches wide, sorry. And then this one is 5 1/4 by 3. And we're going to score them. Get my paper trimmer in here. And we're going to score them at, let's see if you can see, I like to use the bottom part, 1/2, get my cutting blade out of the way, 1/2, oops, oh, screwed up, and we're going to score it at 3.5. That out of the way here. 3.5, 4 3/4, 8 1/4. I'm gonna have to get my extension out here. So 8 1/4, and that's it. Yep. I'm going to put this back in. This one, the smaller piece, we're going to score at 1/2. I do it on that side and then I flip it around. It's just easier for me for some reason. I don't know why. And 1 3/4. And 4, and that's it. Then this part, let me get my box back out here. This piece here is going to be the piece that wraps around here. So I think customers like to see what's actually inside without having to do a lot of gyrations. So I put a little window in here, and I use one of the rectangle stitch square dies, and I'm going to go cut a window in there right now, and I'll be right back. So I've die cut it, and this is the die that I used. Let me measure it for you. It is, let's see, about 1 3/4 by 1 3/8. So your die cut opening, this is actually the piece that was die cut, is about 1 5/8 by 1 1/4. So you could save that for another project. So, and that's in the rectangle stitch dies, and the product number for that's 148551. I like that. Stampin' Up, I don't know if you can see that, actually puts the item number right on the die, so if you ever get your sets mixed up, you can figure out what goes where, if there's some that are similar. So then we're going to just score this, really easy. And you can order your hand sanitizers from Bath & Body. So they come 5 in a pack, and I'll just get one of them out. And this is for this shape one. They've also got a new one that's more rounded, and it's a little bit shorter. So then we're going to take some tear and tape, and you want to make sure when you're doing 3D projects like this that you use a really good adhesive, either tear and tape or multi-purpose glue. I find are the best, or the Stampin' Seal Plus. that just came out. And I just happen to have this on hand. I like to burnish it a little bit. It makes it much easier to peel this off. If you haven't trimmed your nails recently. I just cut all my nails back the other day. So, oops, then we're going to score this. Burnish the score marks on this one. I get to talking and I forget about what I'm doing here. So this is going to be the front. This. So it'll be shaped like that. Then we're going to take this one here. Oops. I want to put some tear and tape on here too. And I like to do this beforehand, before I stick on the insert. I'm going to put a couple pieces down. This might be a little overkill, but you don't want your gifts coming apart. I make sure that if you sell these that you stamp your items with the Stampin' Up logo. So you can find this in a couple different sets. So it's easiest if I do this now. So I'm just going to stamp it right here. And that is required by the Angel Policy by Stampin' Up, because these are copyrighted images and things. So we are going to clean the ink off of our hands with our little chamois. I'd show it to you, but it looks really bad, but it keeps doing the job. So we're going to peel these off. And toss those little pieces away. I've made these for craft fairs for a few years, and they're really popular. And this year with COVID, I think people would really enjoy getting some scented hand sanitizers. So we're going to line these two pieces up. You can see that. And I'm going to set this down and try to make sure my piece is nice and square. There. So now my sanitizer. Oh, I forgot one thing. Oh. I forgot to punch my holes. So I used a 3/4 inch punch. I'm going to see if I can take this apart very carefully. And don't do what I do, do what I say. And I actually made a little template with a piece of scrap cardstock, and these are 3/4 inches, 3/4 inch punch, and you can eyeball it too. There, and go over and do the other one. Now, I'm going to put some more tear and tape on that just because I want to make sure that it sticks. I cannot make one video without making one mistake. I'm going to line that back up right where it was, and no one will be the wiser except for those of you who watched me do this. So I'm going to take my bone folder in there and just give it a good rub. Make sure it sticks really good. And I can do that with this too. So now we're going to cover the front part. So there's our little gift box. So looks just like that from the side. And I've got a couple pieces of DSP that I'm going to use. And this is here it is, Trimming the Town. DSP, and I think it's so cute with these little people skating and giving presents and doing whatnot, hugging. And make sure you don't do what I did. If you've got directional paper like this, make sure that your paper is going the right direction. So I can use that for another project. So we're just going to adhere this to the front. All over my hands. Put this on here like this. There. And another strip for the top. There we go. And have this facing the same way. There we go. That's really good. And now I have some little Velcro dots that I got. I don't even remember where I bought these. I've had them for so long. And I'm just going to take one. They're about, I'd say about 1/4 of an inch. I'm sure you can probably get these on Amazon or Walmart or wherever. And I attach one to the top there. And then I line this up. And give it a good press. And make sure that it comes apart. There. Once you get that initial, that's so you can line up, and now you can give them a good press down. And it'll open easier the next time. So you can put your lip balm in there. Now we're going to decorate the front a little bit. So I have a piece of scrap cardstock, and I'm going to see if make sure this is big enough. And it's actually a part that I cut off from the I need something a little bit wider. And we're just, this is the pretty label punch. You could use whatever punch you wanted, actually. But I happen to like this one because I'm going to use the one of the wrapped and Christmas stamps that says May Your Days Be Merry. And I'm going to use some real red ink. And let's see if I find another piece of scrap Whisper White. Just give this a good inking up. Press it really good. And we got a little bit around the edge, but we're not going to worry about that because we're going to punch this out. So I have a 1.5 inch punch, which is just perfect for this one. And you could have your circle dies, would certainly work for this too. So there we got that, and we're gonna glue this to the label punch. And like that. And I'm going to take some polka dot ribbon, just a small piece, probably about 3 inches. Well, this is 3 inches wide, so let's see, we'll go 2.5. We'll cut that off. See that it fits behind our label. We want a little bit sticking out. So I'm going to cut a little bit more. Actually, if you mess up like this, what you can do is just cut it in half and then take a glue dot or some, let's use some Stampin' Seal. And I'm just going to put this piece right here. And it's another way to maximize your supplies too. And stick this little piece here. And who's going to know, right? And we're going to put that right on there. And you can decorate it with a little bit more, maybe if you have some mitten stamps or something like that, or snowflakes, or whatever your little heart desires, I guess. So anyway, here are the two projects. Get those things out of the way here. And I think these are so good. People really love getting gifts like this for Christmas. And then to put your little hand sanitizer in there, we're going to just slide this in here, like from the side. And it fits in there perfectly, and it's not going to fall out. And then if you have a lip balm, you can put that in the other side. So there it is. I hope you like this project. If you do, I hope you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You'll find all the directions on my blog, cottagelandstamper.blogspot.com. And if you want to purchase any of the supplies, SharonBrennan.stampinup.net. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate my viewers, and may God bless.